Hey, it's Shaggy, back with another daily dose of good old American-made dumbness. Today, we tackle how a Playboy model managed to kill over 1,000 people. Now, America is fascinated by conspiracy. You could say our culture thrives on us thinking we know something that everyone else doesn't. That's why, despite 50 years, tons of scientists, specialists, ballistic experts, and a discovery program showing a guy making the exact same shot with the exact same results, a whopping 61% of Americans think that the JFK murder was a vast conspiracy. You see, even when Americans are shown proof of something, they refuse to believe it. That's why even though a Pew Research poll says that 65% of Americans believe that the wealth gap has increased massively between the rich and the poor, and over 60% think that the American economic system unfairly favors the wealthy, still, over 60% of Americans think the secret to getting rich is just through hard work and savings alone. It's not, by the way. All this leads us to how former Playboy model and living fembot Jenny McCarthy managed to kill 1,300 people, mostly children. You see, back in 1998, the Lancelot Medical Journal published a single piece on how there could possibly be a link between the MMR, or measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine, and autism, and was immediately found to be a fraud. Now, the article was retracted, an apology was written, and the doctor who wrote the piece had his medical license revoked forever. Now, Americans, instead of viewing this as the medical industry ousting a charlatan, took the absolute dumbest route possible. The retraction was seen as a cover-up, and all of a sudden we're in a full-blown big pharma is out to kill everyone conspiracy. Now, celebrity Jenny McCarthy, obviously not a doctor or a scientist, reads this article and starts proclaiming how dangerous vaccines are to children everywhere. This led to a 2012 whooping cough epidemic. That's the worst that the U.S. has seen in 70 years. This is the same disease that killed people back in the Dust Bowl. Okay, there was also dramatic increases in measles, mumps, rubella, and more diseases that were all but extinct prior to this whole anti-vaccination movement of the earliest 21st century. In fact, there's a website that keeps track of all the kids that have died from the lack of vaccination after parents heeded the advice of a former playmate. That number, 1,393 children have died from diseases that were easily stopped if only their parents would have vaccinated, all because a woman who can take her clothes off without shame said so. I'm sure she looks nice. Look, if you're thinking that even this segment is a conspiracy put on by Big Pharma, the shadow government, Shredder, his ninja clan, Darth Vader, and possibly Dick Cheney, then you must be a dumb American. Join me next time as we explore the dumbness of the American education system.